Welcome to Corporate Gita. We will start with the prayers which are on the screen. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunatamitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Mitamsa हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुति देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु भैवच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So again, welcome to Bhagavad Gita reading, corporate Bhagavad Gita reading. We'll continue from where we had stopped last week. So we are in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the universal form, and we had stopped at 15th, 14th verses we had done, and 15th we are to start. So before we start, small recap. We went through the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. In the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained how he is in everything. Everything that we see, light, star, moon, immovable objects, water, trees, sages, priests, perfected beings, thinkers, Gandharvas, general Vasus, Rudras, wise, women, splendid, victory, adventure, so many horses, animals, human beings, philosophical truth. Everywhere, Krishna says how he is. Basically, whatever is sublime, whatever is the essence, that is Krishna. Okay, among the water bodies, he's ocean. Among the light, he's the radiant sun. So everything is coming from Krishna. This is how he explained the 10th chapter. Why? Because in the 9th chapter, Arjuna says, Krishna told to Arjuna that you have to remember me throughout. Satatam kirtayantoma. You know, if you want to remember me everywhere, then Arjuna asked, how can I remember you while living in this world? So then Krishna says how he is in everything. Okay. Now after explaining the 10th chapter, Krishna is explaining how everything is inside him. There's a difference. In 10th chapter, how he is in everything. 11th chapter, how everything is inside him. Okay. There is our in the 10th chapter, how Krishna is in everything. Everything sublime is coming from Krishna. In the 11th chapter, how everything is inside Krishna. Okay. So that's the difference between these two chapters. So how everything is inside Krishna. So Krishna shows the Virat Rupa. So this is the Virat Rupa that he shows, where it is beautiful and horrible at the same time. It is like thousands of suns, Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha. Thousands and thousands is actually not even a number. It's infinite. Infinite number of hands and legs and eyes and ears. So everything is getting killed, also getting birth and fire and sky, everything. So this is the Virat Rupa. And one of the reason why Arjuna asked Krishna to show the Virat Rupa is anyone can say I am God. Right? In today's world, we will see many people saying I am God, that person is God, and many common people also worship this kind of God. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, I am God. Okay, I am the supreme person of Godhead. Bhagavan. But then in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he proves how he is the Supreme Lord by showing the Virat Rupa, where everything is inside him. Okay. So this is some proof that nobody can give. Only Krishna gave. So Arjuna saw this Virat Rupa, and there is one more person who saw this Virat Rupa at the same time. Who was he? Arjuna saw this Virat Rupa, and one more person saw this Virat Rupa. Who was he? How many people are there in Bhagavad Gita speaking? First is Dhritarashtra, second is Arjuna, third is Krishna. Then there is a fourth person also speaking in Bhagavad Gita. Do you know his name? Can you tell me? Do you know or not?
No, no, Prabhu.
Okay, that is Sanjaya. Sanjaya is giving live telecast to whom? Dhritarashtra.
Dhritarashtra. Okay.
Yeah, sitting in his Hastinapur, that is Delhi. War is happening in Kurukshetra. So Sanjaya also saw this Virat Rupa. Okay. So it is not like Arjuna is saying, I saw, I saw. No, Sanjaya also saw. Okay. Okay. So this proof is very important. If this proof is not there, then we should not accept any person saying, I am God. Okay. So we'll go further and we'll start with the 15 text where Arjuna now speaks how he feels when he sees this Virata Purusha. Arjuna Uvacha Pashyami Devam Stava Dehe Dehe Sarvam Tatha Bhuta Vishesha Sangham Brahmanam Isham Kamalasanam Sthanam Rishim Sa Sarvam Uragam Sadivyam. Devam, he's seeing all the devatas. He's seeing the Brahman, Brahmanam, Kashmalam, Kamalasthanam. He's seeing lotus also. He's seeing rishis also. Ugram, it's coming out. It's divyam. It's transcendental. It's not of this material world. Isham is Lord Shiva. Brahmanam is Brahma. So he's seeing all that. Brahma, Shiva. He's seeing Brahma, Shiva, and Kamala, and Rishi Munis also, and Devatas also. Everything in this Virata Rupa. My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. So in one place, I'll just mute. Did you mute yourself? Okay. Hmm. Okay, so he's seeing Brahma, Shiva, lotus flower, everything. So Arjuna sees everything in the universe. Therefore he sees Brahma, who is the first creature in the universe, and the celestial serpents upon which the Garbhodakshai Vishnu lies in the lower regions of the universe. This snake bed is called Vasuki. There are other snakes also known as Vasuki. Arjuna can see from the Garbhodakshai Vishnu up to the topmost part of the universe, the lotus flower planet where Brahma, the first creature of the universe, resides. That means that from the beginning to the end, everything could be seen by Arjuna, who is sitting in one place on his chariot. This was possible by the grace of Lord Krishna. So, what did he see? He saw this picture. There is Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So he saw this whole thing. He saw Garbhodakshai Vishnu on Anantashesh. From his navel comes a stem. On top of the stem is the lotus flower where Brahma is there. He creates this 14 planet system, the Meru, the Earth, and the Patal Loka, everything. Okay. And the hellish planets. Okay. In one shot, he saw all of this. In between, he sees Kailash, he sees Shiva, and he sees everything. So that is the Virat Rupa. अनेक बहुद्र वक्त्रम नेत्रम पश्यामि तम सर्वतो अनंत रूपम अनंत न मध्यम न पुनस्तवदम पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर विश्वरूप. Aneka, the word Aneka is used. Aneka means unlimited. Vaktra Netram. Netram is what?
Eyes, Prabhu.
Eyes. So he's seeing unlimited eyes. Bahu. Bahu means arm. Udara. Udara means belly. Can you understand? Unlimited bellies, unlimited arms. Vaktra. Vaktra means mouth. Pashyami Tvam. I see. Pashyami means I see. Tvam means you. On all sides. Ananta Rupam. Unlimited. Na antam. No end. No middle. No nothing. It doesn't see the end, the middle. Everything is expanding. Vishwa Ishvara. Vishwarupa. That's the name of this chapter. Vishwarupa. Oh Lord of the universe, oh universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Krishna is Supreme Personal Godhead and is unlimited. Thus, through him, everything could be seen. So, everything is coming from Krishna. Okay, if I show you this, see Arjuna, Krishna and Arjuna, they are on the chariot, and both can see this universal form. Okay, so Krishna is showing him the universal form. So it is coming from Krishna's source. Krishna is the source of this universal form. This is inconceivable. This is unlimited, and Krishna is a limited kind of form, in front of Arjuna. 6 feet, 7 feet, whatever, with 2 hands. And then Virat Rupa has no beginning, no end, no middle. But Virat Rupa is coming from whom? Krishna only. Okay. Kiritinam Gadinam च क्रीणाम च तेजो राशिम सर्वतो दीप्तिमंतम पश्यंतम त्वाम दुर्निक्षम इक्षयम समन्ताद दीप्तनालार्क द्यूतम अप्रमेयम. You see, these are very difficult words because the chapter is difficult. If you see Vishwaroop, the language also becomes difficult. Otherwise, Bhagavad Gita is the most simplest language. Your form is difficult. See, the word difficult is also used. Difficult. Diptiman Pashyami Dunisk Durnikshayam. Durnikshayam. What is it? Here it is. Durnirikshayam. Durnikshayam. Durnirikshayam. So it is difficult. The form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence. See, we can become blinded in 2 ways. One is in darkness, right? And one is in when there is extreme light. When there is too much of light also, we will become blind. So here what is happening is so much of glaring effulgence was there, spreading from all sides like blazing fire, immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see that glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and disc. So he's seeing the 4-handed form of, these all crowns, heads, and like that. He's seeing all of this, so many heads. And this is just unlimited. There is no limit only. Oops. Not this. Ravi. Okay, I'll go further. If you have any questions, you can interrupt and ask. Tvam aksharam paramam viditvavyam tam asya vishwasya param nidhanam tam avyaya shashvata dharma gopata sanatanas tvam purusho mato me. Now Arjuna is saying, you are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all the universe. All the universe are inside this Virat Rupa. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the supreme person. Correct? This is my opinion. अनादिमध्यन्तं अनन्तवीर्यम् अनन्तबाहुं शशिसूर्यनेत्रं पश्यामि त्वं दीप्त हुताश वक्त्रं स्वतेजस विश्वम इदं तपन्तम् तप्यं tapantam. Okay. You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and the moon are your eyes. Sun and the moon are your eyes. What does this mean? There is another way to understand this. Sun and the moon are your eyes. In the Vedic literature, now, it is said the sun and the moon are witness to our activities. Isn't it? All our activities that we do in day and night, either the sun is witness in the morning, in the daytime, in the night time, who is the witness? Moon is the witness. There are other witnesses also, Devatas and Paramatma. So this significance of telling that these are eyes means Krishna is the witness to all our activities. I see you within the blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. There is no limit to the extent of six opulences of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here, in many other examples, there is repetition. But according to scriptures, repetition of the glories of Krishna is not a literary weakness. It is said that at a time of bewilderment or wonder or great ecstasy, statements are repeated over and over. This is not a flaw. So, one more thing here is that there is repetition. Um, let's say, some teacher tells the student to write an answer. Okay. And he has to write it like 2 pages. Now, he has to explain the whole thing, right? Let's say some history lesson, Indian independence, how it happened. Let's say Jallianwala Bagh, where so many people were massacred. Now he had to write everything, but he keeps repeating the same thing. One bullet was fired, two bullets were fired, three bullets were fired, 1,000 bullets were fired, 2,000 bullets were fired. Like that, he covers the whole paper. That is called repetition. Will he get marks? Will he get marks for this explanation of Jallianwala Bagh? 2 bullets fired, 5 bullets fired, 10 bullets fired.
Yeah, not much. Less marks he will get.
The teacher is saying, what? You write more details, right? So, generally, repetition is not appreciated. Okay. Generally, repetition is not appreciated. But in this chapter, there is repetition. There is repetition. Arjuna is again and again saying Anadi, Ananta, Ananta, Ananta. So many times Ananta is saying. Previous also verses is saying, later also he'll say. So there is repetition. But this repetition is appreciated. Why? Because here there is a state of bewilderment, wonder, great ecstasy, great happiness. And then one repeats. So it's not a flaw. You understand this point? Repetition is not a flaw here because the scenario, the context is different. Another way to understand is you see parents and teachers, they repeat the same instruction again and again. Do you know why? If you are a parent, you will find that you are telling your son or daughter the same thing again and again. Why?
So that it is firmly fixed in the mind or
Yeah.
in the
So
behavior.
repetition means it is more important.
Yeah.
So Arjuna is telling the same thing again and again. That is very, very important to understand. Ananta Mukha, Ananta Vakram, Ananta Netram. So he is using this word Ananta so many times because it is the truth. Okay, it is not the false. So he wants to give importance to that. We'll go to 20th verse. Dvav e pitrivyor uh, prithvyor idam antaram hi vyaptam त्वय एकेन दिशश्च सर्वः दृष्टावबुतं रूपम उग्रम तवेदम लोकत्रयम प्राविथितम महात्मनम. Although you are one, you are spread throughout the sky and planets and all spaces between. So Krishna is one, but he's spread all over the universe. Oh great one, seeing this wondrous and terrible form. See, this word is very important. Huh? Wondrous and terrible. Both are there. There is wonder also, there is terrible also. Why there is terrible? Why this form is also called terrible? Ugram. Why this form is Ugram also? Adbhutam and Ugram.
Quite fierceful. I think everything
Yeah.
is, yeah. Is
So the thing is, this form shows death also. This form shows volcano. This form shows flood, famine, earthquake, fire, tremendous oceans. So it is very terrible also at the same time. The space between heaven and earth and the Loktrayam, the three worlds, are significant word in this verse because it appears that not only did Arjuna see the universal form, but others in the other planet system also saw it. Arjuna's seeing of the universal form was not a dream. All whom the Lord endued with divine vision saw that universal form on the battlefield. So it so happened that this universal form was seen by the upper heavenly planets also. Okay? So that's why these devatas they were trembling. Okay, maybe the next verse may say. Amihitvam Surya Sangha Vishanti Kechid Bhita Pran Jalayo Grinanti Swastiti Uktva Maharshi Siddha Sangha Stuvanti Tvam Stutibhi Pushkalabhi. It's a very interesting verse. All the hosts of demigod are surrendering before you. So they are seeing and they are also surrendering and entering into you. Some of them very much afraid are offering prayers with folded hands. Host of great sages and perfected beings crying, all peace, Shanti, 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 are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. The demigods in the planet system feared the terrific manifestation of the universal form and its glaring effulgence and so prayed for protection. So the higher planet system they also saw, therefore they are getting afraid. Rudraditya vasavo hi च साध्य विश्वे अश्विनो विश्वेश्विनो मरुतश्च चोष्मापस् चोषमापश्च चोष्मापश्च च गंधर्व यक्षासुर सिद्ध संगः विशन्ते विक्षन्ते. It says विशन्ते विशन्ते. Okay, विशन्ते त्वं विस्मितश्चैव सर्वे. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, Aditya, Vasu, Sadhya, Vishwadevas, the two Ashvi, the Maruta, the forefathers, the Gandharva, the Yaksha, the Asuras, and the perfected Devatas are all beholding you in wonder. So all the Devatas and Rishi Munis, they were praying to the Virat Rupa. And Arjuna was seeing all that. Rupam mahitya bahu vaktra netram mahabaho bahu bahurupadam बहुदारम बहुदंस्त्रकारलम दृष्ट्वा लोक प्रवश्यतिस्तथान. If you see the word bahu 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 is used, many 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 many, बहुत है बहुत है. Have you heard Hindi? उसमें this word is the bahut word is coming from here only, Sanskrit bahu. O mighty one, all the planets with the demigods are disturbed at seeing your great form. With its many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, and bellies, you and your terrible teeth as they have disturbed, so am I. So he's saying Devatas are disturbed, Rishi Munis are disturbed, I am also disturbed. Okay. Nabha. Nabha Srisham Diptam Anekavarna. Vetatmanam Dipti Vishalanetram Drishtva hi Tam Pravyatit Antaratma. Dhritam na Vindami Shamam Savishnu. Oh, all pervading Vishnu. Seeing you with so many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. When we see some huge thing, right? Huge thing in front of us or huge thing deep, we will fear and we will lose our steadiness equilibrium. Has anyone experienced that? Huh? Anyone experienced that?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Where did you experience?
See, suddenly it happens, Prabhuji. See, when suddenly you see,
Tell me.
yeah, suddenly when you see sometimes in the dreams,
Hmm.
yeah, that time,
But dreams is fine.
yeah.
But in
Otherwise,
reality,
otherwise, in reality, Prabhuji, like when you go into this, what you saw, the rides, na, that time also
ah,
we do that, yeah.
okay, okay, okay. So one other thing is now the trekkers when they trek Himalayas and all that, na, they tell
Yeah, Prabhuji.
that the you can see this. He is so small, and the clouds you know are
Yeah,
very
yeah.
high in the sky, but it is not able to cover the whole mountain.
Yes, Prabhuji.
When we see such scenes, right, we become bewildered,
Yes.
unsteady, and we start doing meditation.
Sure, sure, Prabhuji. This happens
Yeah.
when we went to the Chardham Yatra, Prabhuji, it happened.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
The Himalayas, na, they give us that experience.
Yeah, yeah. First time it happens like that. So because other side is a deep valley and the other side, next side is
Hmm.
the mountain, the
See,
hills.
sometimes unlimited ocean also gives that kind of feeling.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Uh, yeah, unlimited ocean. Endless ocean, endless ocean. This kind. Then we think how small we are, right? If you have ever done some, uh, you're gone on ocean ride or something, you can feel that on all sides suddenly no land, just water, water, water everywhere. So that feeling comes there. We lose our steadiness equilibrium. So you can imagine Arjuna seeing such a Virat Rupa, and he's losing his steadiness equilibrium. Damstra damstra karalani tsate mukhani दृष्ट्वैव कालनाल सिन्निभानि दिशो न जनेन लभो न शर्म प्रसीद देवेश जगनिवास जगन्निवास. O Lord of the Lords, O refuge of the world, please be gracious unto me. I cannot keep my balance, seeing thus your blazing death like faces and awful teeth. See the horrible form also he is explaining. Death like face. Meaning, we see, if you see some horror movie or something, you see these horror faces, right? So that is also included in the Virat Rupa. Awful teeth. Awful teeth. Teeth which are coming out. Something like horror. In all directions, I am bewildered. Okay, big words. Amitsatvam Dhritarashtrasya putraha. Okay, what is saying? Dhritarashtrasya putraha. Who are you? Who is he saying? Dhritarashtra Putra. Who are the Dhritarashtra Putra?
Company Prabhuji. Duryodhan and his
Duryodhana and his 99 brothers.
brother.
Sarve Sahevaya Sayani Palasanghe Bhishma Drona
Sutaputra.
Sutaputra. Who is Sutaputra?
Karan.
Karna.
Karan.
Karna. Tathastu Sahastamadeyo Api Yodha Mukhya. Mukhya means mouth. All of these are entering into your mouth. Vaktrena. Vaktrena is another mouth, okay? Te tvamarana vishanti. Vishanti means dying. Damstar karani bhayanaka. Bhayanakani. Bhayanak.
Drashtam.
You heard this word Bhayanak? It is coming from here. Kechita Vilangana Dashanturushe. Dashanturu, I am saying all this. Sandarshyandi Chuliter Uttamangahe. Okay. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with the allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and our chief soldiers, even soldiers from my Arjuna is saying, even from my army, I am seeing, are rushing into your fearful mouths, Vaktrani, and some I see trapped with heads smashed between your teeth. Ooh, this is a very horrible scene, right?
Yeah.
Ah, so this is there in Virat Rupa. That's why he's getting unsteady. In the previous verse, the Lord promised to show Arjuna things he would be very interested in seeing. Now Arjuna sees that the leaders of the opposite party, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all the sons of Dhritarashtra, and their soldiers, and Arjuna's own soldiers, are being annihilated. This is an indication that after the death of nearly all the persons assembled at Kurukshetra, Arjuna will emerge victorious. So here only Arjuna came to know he's winning the war. So here only he came to know that all of these are going to get died. He didn't see any Pandava. He saw his army men, but not any Pandava dying in the Virat Rupa. But he specifically saw Bhishma, Karna, Drona, and Dhritarashtra sons. So in the 11th chapter only, there are more 7 chapters. Here only Arjuna knew what is the result of this war. What is the ending of this war? Interesting, right? This is an indication that after the death of nearly all the persons assembled in Kurukshetra, Arjuna will emerge victorious. It is also mentioned here that Bhishma is supposed to be unconquerable, is also smashed. So also Karna. Not only will the great warriors of other party like Bhishma be smashed, but some of the great warriors of Arjuna's side also. Okay. So here only he comes to know they are all going to die, except for the Pandavas. Yatha Nandinam Bhavo Bhavombu. See, when they just show a tick mark, right? It means there is a over there. Ambu Vegaha. Samudram Eva. Samudra means ocean, he's seeing. Samudra Eva Bimukha Dravanti. Tatha Tavani Naraloka Veera Vishanti Vaktrani. Vaktranya. Vaktranya. Abhi Vinjwalat Vinjwalanti Vinjwalanti Abhivijwanti. All the many waves of rivers flow into the sea. So there are many waves of rivers that flow into the sea. So do all the great warriors enter blazing into your mouth. So they are coming into your mouth. All these warriors, they are dying inside. If I imagine all these things, have you ever seen mosquitoes entering fire? It's not shown. So many mosquitoes. They are like entering into the fire. Or we see this in the night. So many mosquitoes, they are entering light. needs to be a proper picture. Let's see. Ah, you see? Swarms of mosquitoes entering into light. You have seen this thing? You have seen? Have you seen in the night swarms of mosquitoes?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Yes, yes.
Yeah. This is
On
the
they will.
closest explanation I can give for this verse. The closest explanation I can give. This is how he was seeing. All the heads are moving in the mouths of Virat Rupa. यथा प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं पतंग विशन्ति नाशय समृद्ध वेगः तथैव नाशय विशन्ति लोकस्तवापि वक्त्राणि समृद्ध वेगः. Today our whole reading is wonder and wonder and wonder only. I see all people full speed, rushing full speed into your mouth as moths dash to destruction in blazing fire. See, even Arjuna is trying to explain by this picture only. Except for this light, he's saying they're going inside fire. Okay. लेलिह्य ग्रसमानः समांतल लोकन समाग्रम वदानेर ज्वलाब्धि तेजो भी आपूर्य जगत समाग्रम भाषस्तवाग्रो प्रताप प्रताप अंति विष्णु. Oh Vishnu, I see you devouring all the people from all sides with your flaming mouths, sorry. Okay, covering all the universes with your effulgence, you are manifest with terrible scorching rays. So even the rays are scorching. There's too much of heat also. अख्या में हो भवन उग्र रूप नमस्तु ते देव वरा प्रसिद्ध विज्ञातुम इच्छानि भवन्तम आद्यम नहि प्रजामि तव प्रवर्तिम. Oh Lord of the Lords, oh fierce of form, please tell me who you are. Now Arjuna is asking that Virat Rupa, who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primeval Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what is your mission. What your mission is. What is your mission? What do you do? Arjuna is asking all these questions to Virat Rupa. Now the Virat Rupa speaks. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. कालोस्मि लोकास्य काश्य कृत प्रबद्धो लोक संहारुतम इह प्रवृत्ति ऋते अपि त्वं न भविष्यन्ति सर्वे ये अवस्थित प्राति अनेक्षु योद्धः अनीकेषु योद्धः. Okay, now the supreme personality of Vishwarupa speaks. Time, I am the destroyer of the world and I have come here to destroy all people. With the exception of you, the Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. This particular sentence was said by a famous scientist. Time, I am the greatest destroyer of the world. Do you know who he was?
I, I think Einstein only said. I think so.
No, Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Yeah, Oppenheimer. Yes, Oppenheimer.
So this is the verse that he was reading Bhagavad Gita, and he was the first one. He was the first one to sorry, he was leading the project, not Manhattan Project, where they detonated the first nuclear bomb. Okay, so after seeing the blazing sun, the blazing light of that bomb, Oppenheimer remembered Bhagavad Gita, and he remembered these 11th chapter of Virat Rupa, and he said this particular word. Now I have become death, the destroyer of all three worlds. Okay, and I have come here to destroy all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. So he is already telling the future, Vishwarup. Although Arjuna knew that Krishna was his friend and the supreme person of Godhead, he was puzzled by the various forms exhibited by Krishna. Therefore, he asked further about the actual missions of the devastating force. It is written in the Vedas that supreme truth destroys everything, even the Brahmanas. as stated in Katha Upanishad. Eventually, the Brahmana, Kshatriya, everyone else are devoured like meal by the Supreme. This form of Supreme Lord is all devouring giant, and here Krishna presents himself in that form. And
When it's a hostel, the train, then we have to go. It's not a hostel yet. I did not.
yeah, sorry. Huh. This form of the Supreme Lord is all devouring giant, and here the Krishna presents himself in the form of all devouring time, except for few Pandavas and three more people. Actually, only 8 people remained. Okay, everyone who was present on battlefield would be devoured by him. Arjuna was not in favor of the fight, and he thought it was better not to fight. Okay, first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, "I don't want to fight. I don't want to kill my relatives. I don't want to kill my grandfather. So much destruction will be there. My family will be killed. What is the point of sitting in the kingdom alone when my family is killed? There's no point. Then my kingdom people also will be killed. Who will take care of the women? So many vidwas will be there. So many, widows will be there. Who will take care of the youngsters? No one, no elders. Then who will tell the youngsters? Everything will be destroyed. And these are all truth statements. If you go and read what happened after World War One and World War Two, we will understand that so much of destruction happened. And whatever Arjuna said simply happens. But this war had to be done. This destruction had to be brought. Do you know why? Why Krishna is so much bending to have this war? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? When there's so much of destruction going to happen by this war, why Krishna wants it? You all there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Why?
Sorry,
Why Krishna
somebody
wants it?
has come. Sorry, Prabhuji. Yeah.
What? Sorry.
No, no, somebody has come, so I had to open the gate. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Now I'm asking why Krishna is so bent upon having this war. When this war,
Basically, this is Prabhuji to eliminate the wrong people, the bad people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say Krishna agrees to Arjuna and says, let's not fight. What will happen?
These people will be still there on the earth who are
Yeah, and they
already
will
bad.
continue that dharmic. They'll continue the torture. They'll continue to dominate on the weak, right?
Yeah.
So it cannot go further. There was enough dialogues and peace dialogues, and nothing worked. They had to fight. So we need to understand why was this done. Because all the peace talks before failed. And then the other party, that is Duryodhan party, was not a very
Everything.
dharmic party. It was evil party. They tried to kill the Pandavas in Candle House, give them poison, insult their wife, send them to forest, attack them in the forest, create so much obstacle. And they had promised, Duryodhan had promised Yudhishthir, if we are not able to find you in the last year of the exile, then once the exile
Ajnatavasa.
ends and you come back, I will give you your kingdom. This was a promise given by Duryodhan,
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Dhritarashtra. But when they came back, he said, I am not giving anything. Then there were many negotiations, peace deals to be set up. Then at the end, Arjuna said, I am not giving even a land which is equal to a tip of a needle. Krishna came behalf of Pandavas. He said, okay, let's forget about the whole kingdom. Give me just five villages, not even towns, not even cities, 5 villages. How many people live in a village?
Maybe
Hardly,
yeah,
50, 100,
20,
right?
100, yeah, 50, 100, yeah, correct. Yes.
Like that, only 500 people he wanted, like, just to rule because they were kings.
Yeah.
And Duryodhana is saying, I won't give even a tip of land. Sorry, a land which is equal to a tip of a needle. Just think,
Yeah,
in a
Prabhuji.
family somebody says like this, then what the others will say? Meet us in the court.
Yeah.
Meet us in the court, they will say today. And when the courts were not there, then what would happen? Meet us in the
The
battlefield.
battlefield.
That's what happened here. They all met here because of one person's stubbornness. So he had to be removed.
Yeah.
There are many people who think Duryodhan, bad things happened to him. No, think of how bad he was. What bad things he did. Right?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yeah. If we go into details, we will get convinced. But some people convince the other way, that it was injustice to Duryodhan. Well, look at the injustice he had done.
Hmm.
If
Prabhuji.
Arjuna stopped fighting, they would die in another way. That could not be checked, even if he did not fight. In fact, they were already dead. Time is destruction. On all the manifestations are to be vanquished by the desire of supreme law. That is the nature of, that is law of nature.
Prabhuji, question here.
Hmm.
You said five Pandavas plus three more people.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Ashwadhama, Kritavarma, and one more person.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So,
Um,
Kratvarma.
Ashwadhama, Kritavarma. Yeah, I don't remember now. Okay.
Yeah. And another Prabhuji, in the battlefield, so many people died.
Hmm.
So, is it like correct to say that they all got liberation? Whoever died on the battlefield?
See, from the Vedic point now, if it is a dharmic war,
Yeah.
then people fight and they are selfless. So they will get Swargalok.
Yeah.
Okay. Swargalok is what is promised. Now there are three types of Swargalok. First type is where the Devatas live. Second type is which is on the earth only, not this particular land. It is outer earth. And third is in the Patalok, there's another Swarg. So when we say they went to Swarga, according to their attitude, they will go. If they are very good in nature, their all activities are good, then they will go to the Devatas. But they have little bit of passion, then they will remain on the earth, outer earth, has a Swarga. And if their mentality was really bad, but because they fought in the battlefield, they'll go to the Patalok Swarga. Now, in this case, because all of them were present in front of Krishna and they died in front of Krishna, the Acharya said that they have got an opportunity to liberate. Now it is up to them, wherever they are, to continue on the path of spirituality. Getting?
Yeah. Prabhuji.
They, see, when we say they are liberated, means they will be given a chance to be liberated. Now it's up to them. They have to work for it, right? If one takes birth in a rich family, definitely he doesn't have to work so much. But then he still has to stand on his legs, right? He cannot remain lazy. So a rich family's a son in a rich family is definitely rich, but he can lose all that by stupid mistakes. Ambani's younger brother, we know, right?
Yeah.
So it depends on what you do after that when you get that opportunity. So definitely yes, they were on the path of to liberation. Now it depends on them what they want. If they continue, great. If they don't continue, again the cycle of birth and death. तस्मात् त्वम् उत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व जीत्वा शात्रुं भुङ्क्ष्वा राज्यं समृद्धं मयैवेत निहत पूर्वमेव निमित्त मात्र भव सव्यसाचित. Now this is the most important word is this last line. Nimitta matra bhava savasachit. So first Vishwarup has shown that everyone will die except for you Pandavas. Okay. Whether you fight or you don't fight, all these are dead. Now Nimitta matra. You become the instrument in my hand. Bhavya Savya Sachin. Savya Sachin is Arjuna's another name. You just become instrument. Through you, I will kill everyone. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight, win glory, conquer your enemies, and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. See, this is Krishna saying through Virat Rupa. They are already put to death by my arrangement. Oh, you, Sabya Sachin, can become but an instrument in the fight. This is a very important verse, okay, of this chapter. Similarly, in our life also, we should become instrument in the hands of Krishna in doing all our material spiritual activities. This verse means that. Savya Sachin refers to one who can shoot arrows very expertly in the field, who can shoot his arrow by both his hands. Some are lefty, some are righty, right? But Arjuna is lefty and righty both. He can play as a right-handed batsman, he can play as a left-handed batsman. Equally strong. Therefore, he is called Savya Sachin. Thus, Arjuna is addressed as expert warrior capable of delivering arrows to kill his enemies. Just become an instrument. Nimitta Mata. This word is also significant. The whole world is moving according to the plan of Supreme Personal Godhead. Foolish people who do not have sufficient knowledge. See, the whole world is moving according to whose plan? Krishna's plan. But we think it is moving according to our plan, and that is our problem. So we need to understand everything is moving according to Krishna's plan. So we should pray to Krishna to become his instrument. Foolish people who do not have sufficient knowledge that the nature is moving without a plan, they think there is no plan. And all manifestations are but accidental formations. It's come by chance. Big bang. Some explosion happened and things are expanding. There's no beyond behind it. There are so many scientists who suggest that perhaps it may be like this, perhaps maybe like that. There is no question of perhaps maybe. There is a specific plan being carried out in the material world. What is this plan? The cosmic manifestation is a chance for conditioned soul to go back home, back to Godhead. See, everyone in this material world has to purify himself and get moksha. That is the plan. The whole plan, everything is working towards this one plan. As long as they have domineering mentality, this is mine, this is me, I am doing it, them to lord it over the material nature, they will be conditioned. Till they have this mentality, they will remain in this world. But anyone who can understand the plan of Krishna and cultivate Krishna consciousness is most intelligent. The creation and destruction of cosmic manifestation are under the superior guidance of God. Thus, the battle of Kurukshetra was fought according to plan of God. It was dharmic and it was fought according to plan of Krishna. Arjuna was refusing to fight, but he was told that he should fight in accordance with the desire of Supreme Lord. Then he would be happy. If one is in full Krishna consciousness and his life is devoted to the Lord's transcendental service, he is perfected. So, our life we should mold in such a way that we are doing transcendental service, we are doing devotional service to the Supreme Lord, then things will be perfect. Okay, so let's stop here and open up for some 1 or 2 questions. Anyone has a question? Any question or comments? Any questions?